Hi friends, this week we're continuing our study on gardening and we're going to make a wormery. The first thing you're going to need to do is dig up some worms. In my garden right now, we have not planted anything yet, and all I did was dig just a couple of times and already I have a couple of worms for my wormery. Okay, we're ready to make our wormery. We've got everything we need. We've got some sand. I've got some stones from one of my vases, or you can use gravel from outside for some drainage. Some old leaves and grass clippings for the food. We've got our soil. This is the soil we dug up from my garden, and some worms. And I think there is still some worms in my soil, but that's okay. We're gonna add them in as time goes on. Oh, I just found one just now. There we go. Okay, so we have a few of our worms, and I found just an old glass jar, which we're gonna use. Okay, let's get started. Hi everyone, okay, we're ready to start our wormery. I have all the things I need. The first thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna put in some of our stones on the bottom for drainage. Okay. I'm going to use some of our sand. I went to the playground at school and I grabbed some of our sand. I didn't really have any at home. And we're going to layer it. And basically we just want to layer it so that you can see the different layers when it dries out and you'll be able to see what the worms are doing. And now our soil. And I'm going to put in a couple of leaves, just so our worms have some food in between. I'm gonna do some more sand. And move that so you guys can see. And here's some more. You can hear I'm outside and it's springtime because the neighbors are out playing music and there's kids out and lawnmowers, so it's always a lot of fun this time of year to be outside. And now we're gonna put in our worms. Okay. And let's see. I ended up finding 4. I think there were 6 that I dug up. I don't like to take too many worms out of the garden because they're so good for the garden. So what happens is our worms will take all of our plants and the decaying plants, and they bring them down into the soil where they break down and they build all the nutrients up. So our garden is just filled with really great food for our plants to grow. So worms are very important. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave these at the top, and I might break them down just a little bit more. And here's some grass clippings, because you never know what they might be hungry for. Okay, now you might not see anything happen for a couple of days. I'm gonna put a little bit of water in. Okay, just a little bit. You're not gonna see anything happen for a couple of days, but you'll eventually start to see all the tunneling along the jar, which is why a glass jar is so important. You can also cover this with black paper, and that brings the worms, makes them a little bit more active. They think it's nighttime all day. So have fun with your wormery. You're gonna wanna keep it a nice track of it. You might wanna even create a science journal every day and write what you see in your observation. All right, have fun.